Hey guys, it's BroUwack, and today is Tuesday, and today is also the day that Orisa goes live for competitive. So I thought for today's video, I'd just give you guys some do's and don'ts, and I guess just a little tip video for when you want to use Orisa in competitive, because this is going to be completely different. Orisa in competitive is just going to be different than Orisa in quick play, because quick play is one of those things that you just use just to mess around and just have fun. You can use all offensive heroes and all defense, or even all support heroes for a matter of fact. But in competitive, you're trying to look at the team as a whole and just try to mesh well together and figure out what heroes are lacking in what certain scenarios, and also understand if you're on attack, on defense, if you're on a control map, just anything like that. So I thought I would just make like a short video just to help you guys out figure out what type of scenarios you want to use Orisa in, because like I said, she's brand new and some people are going to use her differently. So before I even start the video, I just want to let you guys know that any type of situation can work with Orisa if you just know how to use her properly. I don't know every single situation, I don't know every single game that you're going to go into, and plus you don't know what the enemy team is going to be using also. So sometime Orisa will work and sometime Orisa won't work. So you just have to know the situation and just feel out the game. Especially on control maps, you get 3 opportunities right there at least and 5 opportunities at most. So if you're not switching off Orisa, if it's not working, then that's on you, my boy. But like I said, every single situation can call for an Orisa, but every single situation cannot call for an Orisa, and hopefully this video can help you determine that type of situation. Because the beauty about Orisa, at least in my personal opinion and how I see her, is that you're not going to be building teams around the Orisa rather than just adding to them. Orisa is one of those heroes that you just add to the team builds. Heroes like Reinhardt, heroes like Zarya and whatnot, you don't really build teams around them, rather than you build teams around the Genji, around the Pharah, around the Soldier 76, because those heroes really have one task, and that's to get kills. A hero like Reinhardt and Zarya, they can protect the team or they can go and get kills. They're very flexible. Same with Orisa. Orisa, I always picture just like a flexible tank. They can be a defensive tank or they can be an offensive tank, and they can kind of work with a lot of different scenarios. So they can help a lot with team builds and just additions like that. But like I said at the beginning of the video, there's going to be some people that are scared because they don't know how Orisa is going to work. They don't know how your skills are with Orisa because maybe you didn't have enough time played with her, but you just want to try her out. So everyone has to start somewhere, especially with Orisa, but there's going to be those few people that are just going to roast you in the team lobby. It's like, no, we don't need Orisa, when they haven't even played with an Orisa before. So go easy on that guy, okay, that's roasting you, but also understand that he's just a little scared. His SR's on the line, and some people get their cock so hard because of their SR in game. But getting back to what I was trying to say, you just have to feel out the situation and know if Orisa is called for. So what are those situations that you have to pull out the Orisa? Well, like I said, Orisa is one of those flexible heroes that can be offensive or defensive. So the first thing that I kind of just picture, if there's a kill hungry team, like if there's a Soldier 76 and there's like someone like a Genji or something, then I would say pull out the Orisa. 1, because you have added protection, and 2, you can even help them achieve more kills just because of your ultimate. So your ultimate just gives them an extra power up that allows them to get more kills, plus the added protection, plus you're such a bigger target, right? So it's just kind of like this part of the video, this part of the tip rather, is going to be more psychological. You're kind of a more bigger target, so I feel like they're going to be more aiming towards you rather than the Soldier 76 rather than the Genji, because you're just a much easier target. Plus you also have your Fortify, so even though you are an easier target, well, you're going to have a little bit extra protection right there. Another obvious tip that a lot of people already know about, but I'll go deeper into where you can use Orisa, is with her halt ability. So obviously you know about her halt. It's a little green ball that just pulls enemy closer to them, and that can easily get environmental kills. So what's another obvious map choice that you can use Orisa? Well, obviously Ilios or Lijiang Tower. With the well, with the bridge, whatever it could be, you can get easy environmental kills. That's all good, but that's more at the lower level where people aren't really aware of the environmental kills, or at least like not thinking about it. When you're getting in the Diamond Masters or Grandmasters, people are going to catch on. It's like, all right, let's not go next to the well. All right, let's not go bridge side. Let's go left side or right side. Let's not do that. But another situation is when you're on like Hollywood, or when you're on Temple of Anubis, when people are set up on the top ledges right there, you can easily use your halt ability to pull them forward. Say they have a Bastion and they don't have a Reinhardt, you can easily use the halt ability, pull them forward off the ledge, and you can focus them right there. So that's just an obvious situation, but also a more deeper situation that you can use Orisa in. Now this last tip is for the people that are like an Orisa main or that masters Orisa, but if there isn't a Reinhardt and you're pretty good with Orisa and there is a Lucio on your team, then go ahead and pull it out, because hey, that speed boost is going to help you be a mobile kill hungry Orisa. Like I said previously, Orisa can be a defensive tank or an offensive tank. In that situation, if you're good with your headshots and there's a Lucio that's going to be able to speed boost you, bruh, you can do so much with that Orisa, especially with your Fortify, you're going to be a reckon to mess with. So one of the times when you shouldn't use Orisa, when shouldn't you be pulling out the Orisa card? Well, so a lot of people are complaining about Barrier Watch and how that's going to be a thing, how the Orisa barrier, Winston barrier, and Reinhardt barrier are going to be so prevalent, and I kind of picture that just kind of like an overkill. Now, protection is always a good thing, that you can never have too much protection, but when you don't have enough DPS, now Winston, Reinhardt, and Orisa, they're not really the heaviest hitting heroes. So if there's like a Winston or a Reinhardt, and maybe that's when you shouldn't really use Orisa. Maybe you can combine it with the Reinhardt, but again, you just have to know the situation and also feel out the Reinhardt. If the Reinhardt isn't that great with protection, then maybe pull out the Orisa. But if he's a Reinhardt god, if he's a Reinhardt main and just knows when to put up his shield and when he knows when to charge in, then maybe the Orisa barrier isn't all needed that much because you can't move it, whereas the Reinhardt barrier you can. Even on attack, this is also another situation that you can kind of just feel out the situation for and not really pull out Orisa, is when you're on attack like Watchpoint Gibraltar. If you do put the barrier on the payload, then maybe it can work, but since you just put it down and it can't move, then you're kind of SOL and you have to wait like 12 seconds for their barriers. So situations like that you also have to feel out and just know, okay, maybe that barrier is going to help too much and maybe I should just switch to like a Soldier 76 at that point. And that's kind of like the only situations that I kind of feel that Orisa wouldn't fit. I mean, when you're on defense, well, you have that barrier that really won't move and you're just an anchor tank at that point. When you're on a control map, well, you have Fortify and at least you have somewhat protection. Attack payload, that's kind of like the only kind of maps and kind of the only game modes that Orisa wouldn't fit. Maybe like a team composition where there's too many DPS, maybe that's wouldn't be called for. Even though I did say previously at the beginning of the video that if you do have a kill hungry team, that Orisa would work. If there's like a Genji, Sombra, Pharah, Soldier 76, maybe they don't need the Orisa and maybe they need a healer at that point. It's just stuff like that. But I'm going to say it one last time, feel out the situation and just know deep down in your small little heart, are you good with Orisa and are you going to be able to use her tool set, her toolkit to be able to benefit the team and just help out the other players? That's what you just have to realize. So just a short video just to help you guys out determine if you should play Orisa in competitive. There's going to be those few people that really roast you and don't want Orisa on your team because they're scared because they never had to deal with one, but that could benefit you in the long run because the enemy team probably doesn't know how to deal with that Orisa either. So anyway guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in competitive with Orisa. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys and bye.